The debate about what constitutes free speech and whether there should be limits, and if there should be, what they are, I think is really interesting. And a lot of people have strong opinions about this. And I'm perfectly happy to be proven wrong, or to at least have a debate with someone who's got strong views that don't necessarily tally with mine. So
now, I'll be very clear in my definition of free speech. It's the constitutional definition of freedom of speech. All speech is permissible outside of a crime, and we have very clear parameters, and these have been affirmed by the Supreme Court, as to what that is. That's a proactive call for violence. The crime is not the speech. The crime is the action causing violence on purpose. And I know that you've said there's a difference between across the pond there, and obviously in the United States, we have a First Amendment that you don't. How would you define freedom of speech?
I mean, you talk about the First Amendment not protecting, for example, crime. For example, it doesn't protect you if you deliberately defame somebody. And my argument about Alex Jones in particular was that he's just been punished with over $1 billion fine in one of the biggest defamation cases in modern American history for deliberately telling lies about the families of the poor victims of the Sandy Hook massacre over a sustained period of time, which led to them getting direct harassment and other criminal activities. But my opinion was based on the Constitution of the United States not protecting you if you are guilty of defamation.
Every single big tech platform is run by the radical far left, and especially on this particular issue, they don't want you to talk about it. There are basic truths that aren't allowed to be discussed. We were just demonetized by YouTube on misgendering grounds, just a couple of weeks ago. We thought that Twitter would be different under Elon Musk, and then they kind of pulled the rug out from under us. And next thing you know, where there are resignations and all these sort of things happening over at Twitter in their brand safety department, which makes it clear that no, in fact, Twitter is the one exception. It's the one major big tech platform where free speech is allowed. So I was happy that, of course, how it worked out, but also that this film, on top of dealing with the gender issue, also could succeed in really a victory for free speech. I think it's a really important victory for free speech, because if it had gone the other way and Twitter had decided to keep this film censored, then that would set a really dangerous precedent, I think, for all the other platforms.
Yeah, but of course, the whole point of free speech, really, at its heart, is that you should be allowed to offend people. I mean, that's the point of free speech.